Alrighty, thank you for tuning in. This is Ken Ray Theory Trader back with you with another video just talking about why you should have two trading accounts. So let's not waste time, get right into it. So the two accounts and the approach that you may want to take with it, at least this is what I do, and I've experienced much less stress as a result of doing this, is number one, having a legacy account. What is legacy account? Legacy account is just trading. Now mine, I only trade the daily chart on it. Okay. I only look for one trade a week on it. All right, just one. After I win that one trade, I don't touch it again till the next week. Okay. A plus setups only, trading counter range theory. The purpose of this account is to actually grow it and to make deposits onto it. I'm not trying to use this for income. Okay. This is like a savings account. All right. So account number two, though, that's my income account. You can call it a high risk account, flip account, whatever you want to call it. Okay. That one, you can trade the 8 hour, 4 hour chart. Try to take 1 to 2 or more trades a day. The goal on this one, though, is either daily withdrawals or at a bare minimum, try to get back to break even by the time the day ends. Okay, no deposits on this account unless your account falls below your minimum. So say, for instance, you establish that in order to make trading worthwhile, you at least need to have an account of like, say, 50 bucks. So if you trade, and then it falls to like, say, 30 bucks, you throw another 20 in there and then just leave it at that. Okay, but you're not trying to grow account number two. You're only trying to use it for some side income, some side, maybe some gas money, lunch money, whatever. If you have a bigger account, maybe you could hustle enough or trade enough to get your car note paid. I don't know, but you are not trying to grow this account. Okay, it stays small on purpose. Anything above your minimum, that's yours. So if it's let's say you have a $200 account and you make and you end the day with $350 profit, you pull out the 150 and you start back over with 200 bucks. Okay, that's how it will go. Okay, straight income stays at the minimum. Okay, and they're separated. All right, so here are some benefits to that. Number one, think of it like a checking and savings account. Obviously, with your checking account, you're not trying to see I mean, some people may want to see a big balance in that, but at the end of the day, you want some money that's put aside that you're just not touching and that's growing over time, hopefully. Okay, so that could be the second account that I mentioned could be like a checking account where the balance, it fluctuates. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. You make deposits in your checking account, but your savings account, generally you're not touching, or it could even be an investment account. You're not touching that unless like it's an extreme emergency, and it's also growing. It's getting some interest from the bank, or if it's an investment account, say if you have it in a stock, it's growing because the stock is appreciating in value. That's how you need to look at that account number one that I talked about with a legacy account. So this one would just be your, like I said, it's growing over time. This one's like your checking account that's paying your bills. All right. So that's one way to think of it. Number two, just remember you're going to make mistakes. So leave those mistakes for the account with the small mess ups. I promise. Most people, or a lot of people, there are those days where we may just go full tilt. We want to revenge. We may revenge trade. We want to over leverage. I hope you don't, but some people do. Okay, and I do it. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect. I'm not. There are days where I risk more than I should. Okay, and I lose more than I should. I really do. However, those mistakes only happen on my smaller account. Okay, I don't put money in the account that I can't afford to lose. All right, trading is not my only source of income. So whenever I screw up like that, okay, it's only small amounts of money that are a risk. Okay, if I lose 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, I'm not running to the poorhouse. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. But the benefit also is that I can take 50 bucks and turn it into 300 or 200. Then awesome. Then I can pull out, above whatever's above my minimum, take care of what I got to take care of, and then try again the next day. But you don't have to beat yourself up for the mistakes if you already know, okay, this account is like a crash test dummy. I'll be okay because I got my savings account sitting over here that already made profit. It's good, and I'm not experimenting on that account. That account is set up for one trade and one type of trade only on the daily chart, and that's it. Okay, so that can help. Okay, because you're going to mess up, you're going to make mistakes. I promise you will. So save that account, save those mess ups for your smaller account. Okay, it's going to be better for your psychology and your emotions. I promise you. Okay, I wish we could all be robots and when it comes to trading and be this super disciplined, non-emotional person. And I'm sure some people are, but at the end of the day, if you work hard for your money like I do, you know that, hey, look, a loss can hurt. Okay. So again, if you know already, like say for instance, you took a trade on a Tuesday that paid out 100% and you doubled your savings account. Okay, you took your savings account from say 150 to 300 and that trade is done for the week. All right. So you've already doubled your money. You got a smaller account of let's say 50 bucks. You lose say 20. Then the next day you lose say 10 and you got to make another little deposit. You're not hurting because you already know in the back of your mind, think about the big picture. Hey, look, yeah, I'm losing this little money on the side, but I've already got my savings account is straight when it comes to this trading thing. See, I got my win, right? So the little losing streaks won't bother you because you got your big win. And I promise you that will help your mental if you just separate the two instead of putting all the stress on just one account, trying to double it and triple it, etc. Okay. Now, this type of thing is not required. It really isn't. If you want to just trade one account and do the best you can with that, trade one setup, go for it. Okay, go for it. But this could help if you have the disposable income to do so. So again, legacy account and flip account. Okay, legacy account or income account. Just think about it. All right. But that legacy account, that's where I would only put deposits. And if you really want to grow it, here's another hack. If you really want to grow it, put regular deposits into your legacy account, but you're still only trading it once a week, even if it's just $20 a week. Okay. But it's like another savings account that's on like steroids at that point. Because yes, you are going to lose some trades in the legacy account, but at the end of the day, when you win it, if you keep your losses small enough and you get that big win on the daily chart, because the daily chart does pay more than the 8 hour or 4 hour, because typically price goes further in a day than it does in 8 or 4 hours. Okay. The wins should be larger. So that's why I say I only trade my legacy account on the daily chart because I'm looking for the exponential growth. Okay. So income account, man, I'm not saying treat it casually. It's just that when you lose, and you will, it's just not that big of a deal. All right. So consider that 2 accounts could help you in your trading. I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.